Hi everybody, my name is Bintu and you're watching Buzz About HoneyBWize, and today's special guests are the WizeGuyz, so stay tuned. What made you guys think of the name WizeGuyz?
Well, we're not mafia affiliated at all. It was kind of Italian, you know, but we just feel like everyone's kind of dumb nowadays, and I'm taking shots at everybody.
Oh, you see that? Everybody? What do you mean? Everybody? I'm so dumb.
No, I mean
everybody's dumb these days.
In the hip hop game, everyone is making money off of that.
Okay.
You know,
being lyrical.
Yeah.
Be careful now, because
not being wise.
That kind of brings us to your song Brenda, and you know I love the video of Brenda. It was so cute. I love it. I love it because of the shots, and it just seems so. It really was. I love videos that tell a story. I love when the artist can really bring the lyrics to life. And in Brenda, I see that she's a woman that has low self-esteem, and she's looking for it in the wrong way possible, by promiscuity, having sex with plenty of partners, exchanging basically her soul for drugs and alcohol. And I thought, you know what, Brenda seems like a modern day Tupac song, like Brenda's had a baby. Is that what you were going for when you made Brenda?
Pretty much.
Yeah, like the whole Tupac song, like it was telling about a young lady during that time. So we kind of turned it into what's going on now. Real life inspires me musically. I mean, bills, working, my kids, like just life, everything that goes on inspires me.
To add on what he said, basically your trials and tribulations, like whatever you've been through gives you something to write about.
What's been the most emotional song that you've had to write to date?
For me, it's Now Look At You, because I was actually talking about my father. Like, I was actually talking about how I felt about my father, how I still feel about my father.
Wow. So I guess you and your father have had a pretty rough relationship?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't there for most of my life. I talked to him, I've spoken to him, but like he wasn't there at all.
And how has that affected who you are today, not having your father around?
At first it kind of like hindered me a little bit, but then it actually gave me, what I want to say, it gave me motivation. It made me go harder, like with my rhymes. It made me come harder with my lyrics. So kind of in a sense, it like now it doesn't like faze me too much.
I realized that nothing was going to work until I gained that confidence within myself to say, you know, you can do this. You can go out there and you can talk to people and you can inspire other people, you know?
Right.
So who has been the most influential person for your career and, you know, for pursuing music? Who's been the one that's like, you can do it, patting you on the back, pushing you to go out there and really make yourself shine?
I mean, well, person really, I mean, it's more than one person, but it's a couple
Shout them all out. This is the time, this is the place, mama.
I want to thank this guy for real, you know, because without having, you know, a partner that rhymes with you, you know, it's been kind of hollow for me to just come out and start doing it myself, because I wouldn't have the motivation. I wouldn't have had somebody go to the studio and be like, all right, man, you should do it like this, you should do it like that, or come on, man, like, let's knock these verses out.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is amazing to have those friends who you can collaborate with on projects. Right, I just want to know one thing, because I feel like a lot of people who are artistic and have been like putting themselves into their work, they kind of stepped upon that roadblock. So, have there been any friends that you've had prior to you starting your music that have acted differently afterwards, or like have just been giving you the cold shoulder and not being very supportive of what you're trying to do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
You get a lot of fake friends when you get into this music thing.
Wow. Man.
You gotta weed them out. But yes, it certainly happened with the transition of actually getting into the music.
Man.
You know,
because there's a lot of hard work that goes into doing this stuff, and like nothing's going to happen overnight. You got to keep grinding and stay consistent. You got to stay out there to people, and if people don't realize or understand that, then they're going to try to throw you the most shade ever.
Kanye, Wiz Khalifa, Kid Cudi, who else? Drake. We have all those different artists in hip hop today. How do you think hip hop has changed, and why do you feel that your music is so relevant to hip hop?
Well, see, it's a positive and negative with that. I feel like hip hop in a positive way. I mean, I feel like younger guys are getting on, but negatively, it's like everything is about either getting high, getting drunk,
Right.
robbing, stealing, or it's got to be like a party song. Like I feel like hip hop has lost its lyricism. Like no one does lyrics anymore. It's all about what's catchy or what's hot.
So what's so lyrical about your music? What makes your music like really, really good, really relevant? Everyone has to cop it, has to have it. What makes it so special?
Because we rap about the everyday things, like what we see, what we've been through. Like we can relate to people.
Who is somebody that you would like to meet in the industry? Who is that person? Dun, 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 dun. Who is it?
Well, I want to meet some like way back in the day, like the people that started this thing called hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
And who was one of those people?
Like Grandmaster Cass,
Big Daddy Kane,
Grandmaster Flash,
He was smooth.
Run DMC.
Like Big Daddy Kane's still dope.
Yeah. I think Slick Rick is still dope too.
Slick Rick,
I personally,
Dougie Fresh.
That's what I think.
There's a lot of people like the people that paved that way. I mean, these guys out now, like a lot of
But somebody I really want to sit. It's two people I really want to sit down and have like a conversation about hip hop.
Who are they?
Jay and Nas. Like I just feel like those two are like the pioneers for what we trying to do now.
So what advice would you give young men who are trying to break out into the industry and might not know where to start? They're like, I have this book of raps, of rhymes every single day, but where do I go to if I want to get it recorded? Who do I go to? What's my first step in making my dreams a success?
My first thing I would say is be yourself. Stay true to yourself.
Okay.
Do not change who you are for anybody. Stay who you are and stay, once you feel comfortable with yourself, you will be able to write anything about anything.
So, what are your future plans, future projects? Let us all know so we can cop anything you put out. We are supporters of your music. We love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we're working on our newest mixtape, which is The Hangover. Should be coming out on January 1st.
National Hangover Day.
The Hangover.
We will be dropping our next mixtape.
And we're going to have a wonderful New Year's too, so stay tuned. And thank you guys so much for being on our show. Give me a high five for coming on here.